Yo, what's going on, guys? We're gonna talk about and debunking lots of reasons why people hate fairy tale, and let's get started. So the first one is too much ecchi. I think that's how I pronounce it. And that's basically like boobs and stuff. And if you don't like that, then you probably shouldn't watch fairy tale, because it has some boobs. And if you can't handle that, most of the time they're for funny moments, like the characters get embarrassed, like when they're fighting and like some of their clothes gets ripped off. It's like, but it doesn't actually show anything. So if you don't like that, you probably shouldn't watch the later seasons of fairy tale. And one that ties along with that is fan service, and I see a lot of people saying they hate fairy tale because it has so much fan service. But the boobs and stuff aren't fan service. Like, of course some fans are gonna love that stuff. Fan service would be like actually making Juvia and Gray together, or something that's wasn't even supposed to be in the plot, but because the fans want to see it, they're gonna add it. That's fan service. Fan service is not they animation or a drawing of boobs, so that's fan service. No, that's not the definition of fan. The literal definition: a material in a work of fiction or in a fictional series which is intentionally added to please the audience. Like, of course some people are gonna be pleased from this stuff, but actual fan service would be actually drawing the entire boob, or like adding something like Levi and Gajil, and like actually like adding them together and them having a kid, because people want to see that. Like, people want to see them together because they ship them and they really want to see it. And if they added it, that would be considered fan service. But just having pictures or drawings of a bit of nudity isn't fan service. Second, Lucy's a protagonist. Okay, so this is how I see it. There's the whole team is the Urza, Gray, Natsu, Lucy, even Guildarts. Like, everybody on their team gets fights, and they show fights, and there's not just one guy, it's the team. I mean, the story originally shows Lucy because it shows her backstory. It starts off with her backstory, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she is the main protagonist, is how I see it, because Natsu is a badass and obviously does show a lot of him, but Urza and Gray are usually there with him, fighting with him, helping him. The secondary people are like is the rest of the guild, because it even shows them fighting, like Elfman, Levi, Gajil. Like, it shows everybody fighting. So I see like the whole guild as the main character. Comrades are everything that give you power. They get hurt, they give you try to kill them. Okay, number one, no, because Goku would absolutely annihilate Natsu. And the same thing goes for Goku. Like, that is identical to Goku. Like, this whole thing is parallel with Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball, so don't get me wrong, I'm not dissing it or anything, but that's exactly like fairy tale. Goku sees that somebody tries to hurt his friends, he gets pissed off, he beats him, right? Now with Natsu, he sees somebody beats up his friends, makes him cry or something, then he finds out how to get a power up, like eating Ether Nano or Loctus's lightning or something, an actual power, and then beats him. No, Natsu could not beat up Goku. Absolutely not. Okay, this is different, because this was Tenro Island, and like Tenro Island is literally like, if you have the emblem, you cannot die. You are protected and you get more magical power up. And she was totally blind to that, and after realizing it, she kept denying it, but then she accepted that she wasn't protecting them, they're protecting her also. I see a lot of people criticizing this too, but it's okay. Quick to popularity: every anime that grows gets haters, that's true. Fairy tales when such victim, that's true. Fairy tale grew very quickly, as always. Every anime gets fans and haters, that's true. Very true. Romantic progression: we all get fans and haters alike. Nalu, Gali, Jerza, Groovia, and whatnot. Not only all Zack and Bisca. If you read the manga, then Natsu and Lucy actually get married. So, and Gray and Juvia live together. They might as well have been together. Too many filler arcs. Okay, well, I actually really enjoy the filler arcs because I think they're interesting and enjoyable. Like, which seem to have no reason for existence. Like, I enjoyed them. Like, they weren't, so it doesn't mean there wasn't any reason, because I'm positive it wasn't only me that enjoyed them. And even if it was only me, then that's still one reason. So they don't like the Librum arc. Like, I enjoyed it again. Like, I loved this arc. the Celestial Spirit arc. I thought it was very enjoyable, and it showed a secret side to like how powerful the Celestial Spirits could get, and copied concepts and characters. Okay, yeah, this is one that I kind of agree with. Yeah, like they're pretty similar. Yep. Yep. And it has no plot. That's not true. Like the entire, it has, what does that even mean? Very repetitive friendship boosts. Okay, well, if you don't like Friends, don't watch this. And it doesn't get repetitive. Like, of course there are some similarities between arc and arc, but there's never been two arcs that are exactly identical. Is Natsu. Okay, well, if you don't like one of the main characters, then you probably shouldn't watch it. The main reason for this is because Hiro Mashima does not like Lizana. I agree. Which they were children when they promised to marry each other, but I do kind of... This was... When Lizana came back, I was kind of torn because I loved Lizana and Natsu and her relationship, and I also loved Lucy's and his relationship. Let's look for some more. Yeah, I know I said that all the main characters are... Or all their team is a main character, but in that team, Lucy is also a main character, so of course it's gonna have some her in it. And Hiro Mashima even says that the main reason he has Lucy and her character in the show is because she's relatable. She's not the most badass, she's not the prettiest, which some may argue that she is, but she's just relatable. Especially in the manga, she gets to power up with her celestial spirits, and she gets way stronger. She was doing training too. This is not true. Keeping his fans happy, making every one of the characters alive. Hiro Mashima just doesn't enjoy killing off characters. It's just not something that he enjoys. He loves writing for them. That's not a fan service thing. Lack of plot or creativity, and it's just also plain boring. That's an opinion. There's not a lack of plot. That's just so dumb. There is plot in the story. Fan service and bad pacing would be legit subjective points. Again, fan service not really a thing. It's just girls like naked. It doesn't really matter. They're not even naked. It's just girls. And I don't understand. Like, if you can't handle boobs, then you shouldn't even be watching Fairy Tail. You should be like watching Barney or something. And then bad pacing. I don't like. All of the fights are plenty, like, they aren't too fast and they aren't too slow. They're like the perfect time, in my opinion. They aren't 30 episodes long and they aren't 1 episode long. They're like 5, which I think is perfect for my liking, but different folks, different strokes. Pure sand services and everything is possible. Friendship plot? No, I already debunked that. They call out everything they're doing like Pokemon. Well, it's just they have moves, right? Like, you don't want the characters to just keep doing random moves and not even know what they're called. I mean, too much fan service. Again, it's not really fan service. I mean, it's just like, if it's fan service, you either show it full on, or it would only be what the fans want. And the fans don't want only nudity, or semi-nudity. Like, it's not even nudity. They're like some side boobs or under boobs, but there's no actual boobs, so... I don't understand. Battles are bleak, not true. I mean, any person who loves Fairy Tail, like, and that's actually watched it, knows that the battles are not just bleak. They have to figure out a different way to defeat their opponent every time, and like the lightning fire dragon mode is I think it's insanely awesome, and a lot of people do. Iron Shadow Dragon, when he ate Jalal's Flames of Rebuke, like, it's just, I just think they're all interesting and cool, but that's his opinion. No action, no challenge, no times where the heroes lose. Natsu gets the crap beat out of him a lot, and he lost to Guild Arts like every single time, and he lost to Alexis. Too predictable. Again, if you want to like overly complicate a shonen anime, I mean, sure, but if you think about it, every shonen anime is like that. They see a villain, they figure out how to beat it, and then they win. Like, that's every shonen anime. Too much friendship is key message. I already debunked that like 5 times in this video. All the time reason behind anything was friendship? No, it's not. Tenro Island with Urza? It was Tenro Island. It was their sacred island. I already explained that. I don't need to explain that again. Character development is non-existent. No. Like, every single character has changed, and I wonder if this guy even watched Fairy Tail. Like, it is not that there is so much character development that like it's hard to keep track of. Like, every single character gets character development. That's one of the dumbest reasons I've ever seen. Natsu is morally idiotic. What do you mean morally idiotic? He likes to save innocent people and dunk on bad guys. I don't understand morally idiotic. If you just mean like very idiotic, then that's the sense of Goku too. But that nobody's calling Dragon Ball a bad show because Goku is kind of dumb sometimes. But they're both fighting geniuses, and that's what they need to do. So Urza is overconfident and prideful. Again, the character development is very, if you actually watched it, you would see why she's so prideful, because it's a show basically, and if you didn't get that basic of a principle of Urza, then you did not watch. Characters face no struggles, like nothing, there's nothing like training, as characters just get abilities handed to them out of nowhere. When they got their second origin unlocked, that was a major struggle. Like, they were literally on the ground crying because of how painful it was. And Natsu does train for a year. Nobody wants to just see a fire dragon train his magic for months at a time. And we don't see Natsu's life every single second of the day. He could just be training when we don't even see it and it's not even written. 98% of anime is complete garbage. Okay, then why are you on? Okay, whatever. Alright, well, that was me debunking some haters and or some criticisms. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section below, and enjoy the rest of your day.